Hey guys, so welcome back to another episode on the state of the market, and let's dive right into it. So we can see on the 4-hour time frame that we still have a recovery up, still trying to clear all these pending liquidities on this trend line. Okay, and we can see so far everything we've said is playing out. We've crossed this zone. If you look at this zone properly, it was a resistance zone. If you look at it properly, you can see price came here, went down, came here again, went down, and then there was a break on the fourth attempt. This is the third one. And then on the fourth attempt, there was a break. So, like what I said in the previous video, we might be having a situation whereby prices, when it gets to these points of resistance, would about resist close to 3 times. And on the fourth time, there's a break. I'm not certain it works all the time, but I've seen it play out about twice, okay, on this market. So here we are taking a look into it very quickly, and we can see here I created a kind of stop out at this point that when market gets here we might see a rejection. All right, and the reason is because you see here we had something similar to that at this point. Price came here, and what did you discover? It came right back down, all right, before going back up for another retest. So the same thing is what I see playing out here, because I call these points of liquidity. This is BTC's chart, by the way. I call this point of liquidity, and here is a point whereby market got to, and then the sellers began to dominate. So at this point, we can see that price would come and feel this point of interest here and begin to possibly retrace back down to this same previous resistance, which has now turned to support. You can see something like that might play out, but we didn't come so close to it. So either we break here or we come back to our support here before going back up. But everything is still dependent on whether the market will, not even whether the market is going to respond to the rate cuts that are incoming. So we're going to be talking about rate cuts very soon. All right, but just note that this is a resistance point currently. You can see the price is around 116 and up to the 117,300, and at the moment we are able to break that, we are coming into the 118,500 range. Once we break 118,500, we are possibly heading straight back, because we can see these large momentums here. We see these large momentums here. All right, allow me to pause the video here, guys. Okay, so yeah, I'm back. Sorry about the little wait. Now, we've seen where the market is going, and we said once we break this 1,500 range, we could be heading into the 120 region. And I said the reason for that is because of this large momentum orders that happened here, sell orders actually that happened there that caused the market to drastically, drop down. So price would definitely be coming to hunt for this. Apart from the liquidity points I marked, these zones would also attract price. So that means we're coming way back up to the 120 case, and the moment we break, we might be looking to, go into the 130,000 zone. And also I have some other facts to back that up quickly. Let's quickly take a look at this what's it called, this article from Bitcoin magazine. Let's take a look at it very quickly. It says that the next few weeks, this is a concept idea from what would happen after the rate cuts, possibly what could happen. So the next few weeks, it said maintaining momentum above 118,000 will be key in the coming weeks. If Bitcoin can leap over this impending order in the near future, I would expect Bitcoin to continue to 130,000. If you can establish the 118 as support once again. I've said this already with the chart that the moment we break this zone at 118,500, we're entering into the 120s, and possibly we go into the 130s. So exactly same thing what this person is saying, and I could finalize or fact check that from the chart also. So both of them actually do agree with each other. So let's go on to say, assuming the Fed lowers rates this week, the market will then look forward to October for additional rate cuts. So they won't cut all the rates, instantly, because the plan of the Fed is to bring inflation back down to 2%. And right now, if you look at it, let's take a look at it very quickly. We see on Wednesday, that's tomorrow, there will be This is it, the federal funds rate. It's currently, but the previous one was 4.5, and then they want to cut it by 25 basis points and bringing it down to 4.25. This is the forecast, and tomorrow, if that forecast is, you know, accurate, we are looking at a bullish market, so to say. And this is not the only cut that would happen if they should actually cut it. But we don't know exactly what will happen. This is just a forecast. The Fed could decide to do something otherwise, although we've been seeing news about Trump pressuring what's this guy Powell to cut rates and not just cut it ordinarily. There's a post on that. Let me see if I can find that post. It says here, Justin, Trump says Powell should make a bigger rate cut than planned. So instead of the 25 basis point cut, we should be expecting possibly 50 base or even higher. This is not accurate. This is in no way saying that is exactly what will happen. This is speculation and sentiment. But note that everybody is not, they're kind of buying into the narrative. They say you buy the rumor, you sell the news. Everybody is, stocking up on Bitcoin and ETH and whatever it is for what is coming. And I believe you should not be left behind in this particular move also. So tomorrow it's going to be, crazy high volatility. You might want to stay off futures and see where the market direction is going in. If you want to play, a safe game, you must have entered Bitcoin at the 113, 110 region. You might still be safe at those levels. But if you are close to the current price and you are entering an order right now, that is very risky. We could go up, but it could go down before going up, or go up before going down. It could be a trap, so don't fall into it. And then one final thing to look into, the Binance report exactly telling us what happened while crypto existed between two rate cuts that occurred. I think the most recent was it March 2020. Let's take a look at the article so we can see exactly what's happening here. So it says on September 18, 2024, the US Federal Reserve announced, okay, a 0.5 reduction. So this was the second one. One happened in March 2020. Let's take a look at it. This marked the first cut since March 2020. So the first one was March 2020, and the other one that happened was on September 18th, 2024. So these are the only two rate cuts we've seen since the crypto market existed. All right, just two has happened. And here's what Binance has to say about it. So they said when the Fed made adjustments in response to COVID-19 pandemic, that was the March 2020 cut, this move kicked off a cycle of rate cuts followed by a further 0.25% reduction at the November meeting. So September there was a rate, November then there was another rate. With this, the Fed signals its intention to foster a more favorable economic environment. And this comes where is it? This comes after a period of aggressive interest rate hikes to control, above all, inflation that exceeded 9% as of 2022. And Fed wants inflation at what? 2% or below 2%. So this is a reason why we could see the same thing happening, because if you do look at the rest of the story, there was a pump in the market. I'll just look at that point very quickly so that we don't waste too much time here. So I'm looking for it. Yeah, I think we're close to it. Market expectation indicates that the institution will continue with the cycle of cuts in 2025. Yes, exactly what happened. And see here, crypto has only been involved in two sets of rate cuts. Here's what happened. Take a look at this. Uh, there was a 537% growth in the year after March 2020 cuts. So after the 2020 cuts, there was a 537% growth in the crypto market. So this is something similar. Once this rate cut occurs, we're looking at a sporadic movement in price, and we could be, seeing higher highs and higher highs upon higher highs. Doesn't mean there won't be retracements in the market, but this is bullish, and trust me, you don't want to miss out. So price would likely hit the high. Thanks for watching the video. See you guys on the next one. Bye for now.